Yo, that's a big statement. That's a big statement to make. Yep.
If you tell a South African put on the machine and you tell the Malawi person put on the machine and you tell the one, there's a big difference. Yes, today we're trying to save our jobs.
Are you local? Are you local?
We are locals.
And how are you losing your job?
We are losing our jobs because when they are taking the foreigners away, that's the foreigners who are giving us jobs. Yes.
So
we won't have jobs.
Are you in the clothing factories here?
Yes, we are in the clothing factories.
So I say that again. Are you saying that when they remove the foreigners, as the government is saying, you are going to be without a job?
Yes, we won't have jobs.
Why is that?
Most of the foreigners are machinists.
Right.
We don't have local machinists.
But people are saying machinists are everywhere. The machinists are everywhere.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Yes, that's a lie.
No, but when we post about the foreigners and the local, we can't get the locals to be machinists. They all tell us, no, the machinists are everywhere. Thousands. We are lying. Are you local guys saying that because the government is saying no? There are thousands of workers here.
We need foreigners. They are our people. We understand. All we know as South Africans, we know how to cut the press. That's all. But the foreigners, most of them, they know how to do the comments.
So, darling, hold on. Please send a message to your president, Mr. Ramaphosa, and tell him what you just said now.
Mr. Ramaphosa,
hold on.
Mr. Ramaphosa, you can't chase the foreigners. They are part of us. They are our people. If you chase them, we are nothing. The factories are going to be closed, and we're going to be poor. We are going to be hungry. We have children. What our children are going to eat? Nothing. We need foreigners. I'm working almost 5 years. When you don't have a foreigners in the factory, we won't have no job. We won't have nothing. We will go poor. Foreigners will live here in South Africa. We won't have nothing. We won't have nothing. We need the foreigners here. They can't even make one garment.
Who? Local?
South African people.
But you're the local, you're saying the truth. Is that the truth?
I've been trying to train them. Since last year, we didn't have one good machinist.
Not one?
To do even one garment.
But MK Labour just says, ANC loses, says plenty of people out there for machinists.
They're supposed to give us that people. One of them must come and bring one people to show us how to do the job. But they can't give us any one person to replace the foreigners. We can't chase somebody without a replacement. We have to find a replacement.
Foreigners must stay.
Losing money now. We're losing money. Our children are losing it. We're losing our piece of bread because we're not giving money to us.
The argument is that why aren't we employing the locals to be the machinists? Why are only foreigners the machinists?
Why only foreigners the machinists? You see, our local people, I'm not like I'm blaming our local people. I'm the local people too. We don't have experience, some of us, and we are choosing the prices. We're demanding so much price from our bosses.
Wages, you mean?
Yes, we're demanding too much wages. While we don't know, while you are still learning, you're expecting our bosses to pay you too much grade.
So the lady said that the locals have tried to employ them, but they can't make it.
Yes, they can't make it. Only 1 week that they stay inside the factories and they see that the wages is not enough for them. Yes. And then they're going out.
People are saying they're taking the locals, they work 2 days, 3 days, and they're gone.
After they get their wages, they're going out and look from another job. And then they're going to complain from the labor people from MK. They're going to complain about what this factory is this factory is this is not paid properly. Why? They are them that they don't want to work. We're here to say we don't want the foreigners go, we don't want Malawi go, we don't want Lesotho go, we don't want any other country go. Why? Because if they go, we are going to lose our countries. Our bosses are going to close the factories. Where are we going to eat? Exactly nothing. South Africans are lazy, mama.
Yo, that's a big statement. That's a big statement to make. Yep.
If you tell a South African put on the machine and you tell the Malawi person put on the machine and you tell the Lesotho one, there's a
Today, brothers and sisters, we're diving deep into a firestorm that's exploding across South Africa, the brutal foreign labor face-off. New voices are rising up, smashing the old narrative that everything is fine, that foreigners are just helping the economy. Spoiler alert, they're not. They're taking what's yours while locals rot in unemployment lines. If you're tired of the sugar-coated nonsense from mainstream media, smash that like button right now and subscribe. We drop unfiltered truth every single week. Don't miss out. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Picture this. Dusty factory streets in Johannesburg. Thousands of angry workers marching. Not against foreigners, but defending them. These factory workers are out there chanting, fists in the air, claiming that without these migrant brothers from Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Nigeria, and beyond, the entire industry would collapse overnight. We need their skills, they scream. Removing them will kill production.
And in your mind, in your perception, much is everyone and everything that is going in the country that is anti-illegal immigration. Much is an organization, it's a movement, like all other movements that exist in the country. Now, when a movement exists, it has certain objectives that it wishes to achieve. Our main objective came from the rise in illegal immigration and the crimes that were committed by foreign nationals in this country. And a lot of South Africans were faced with the reality that they were being pushed back and made second in their own country. From the messages, the emails, the calls that we have received, that we sit with every single day, it is not fair for South Africans to not get jobs because foreign nationals are replacing them as cheap labor in their own country. It is not fair for South Africans to not find a school in this country for their children because foreign nationals are coming into the country because their governments are not doing what they're supposed to do. It is not fair for South Africans to suffer and not get into hospitals and not get beds and give birth on the floor because foreign nationals are leaving their countries in a mess to come and live in South Africa because automatically when you come into South Africa, you become victims. Nobody does not understand your plight. We understand you've got a government that's not catering for you. But we have a government that we vote for every single 4 years, that we put into power because we want that government to serve us. We don't stand in queues to vote there because we think, oh, Malawi has problems and Malawians are going to come here and they're going to need hospitals and beds. When the budget comes out every single year, that budget is for South Africans. And you know how migration works. If you are all being honest with yourselves, whether you're South African or not, migration works in two ways. It's either you come into a country because there's an availability for you to be in that country. You don't wake up in the morning and say, I don't have a job, I'm going to look for it in South Africa. That's not migration. Because migration says in South Africa...
Removing them will kill production and cost even more local jobs. Sounds noble, right? But let's be real, this is the same South Africa where factories are running on cheap foreign sweat while proud South African men and women sit at home, watching their dreams die. Now enter the fearless Jacinta Ngobese-Zuma, a no-nonsense voice from the townships who's had enough. Jacinta steps up to the microphone, eyes blazing with fire, and drops truth bombs that shake the system. Why must my people starve while foreigners fill every factory bench, every construction site, every taxi rank, she roars. South Africans are unemployed in their own country. These outsiders come in, work for peanuts, send money back home, and leave our brothers and sisters begging on the streets. Enough is enough. Jacinta isn't playing games. She's calling out the politicians, the big businesses, and even some unions who've sold out for cheap labor. According to her, over 60% of entry-level jobs in key sectors are secretly held by undocumented foreigners who crossed the border last month. Is that number real? In the streets, it feels like it. South Africans know the pain. But wait, the government steps in, trying to sound official. The Department of Employment and Labor releases their statement, all polished and legal sounding. They talk about immigration compliance, work permits, sector-specific skills shortages. They claim everything is regulated, that foreigners must prove they have unique skills no local can match. Lies. Pure theater. Everyone watching knows the borders are like sieves. Fake papers everywhere. Bribery at the checkpoints. Employers love it because they pay foreigners half the wage, no unions, no complaints. Meanwhile, qualified South African graduates with diplomas collect unemployment grants and watch Zimbabweans, Nigerians, and others build the very factories they should be running. Here's the brutal part nobody wants to say out loud: this foreign labor invasion isn't just economic, it's cultural warfare. South African communities are changing fast. Local languages get drowned out in the workplace. Crime spikes in areas with high migrant concentrations. We all know the stories, the xenophobic whispers turning into open clashes. Factories claim they can't function without foreigners, but that's the biggest lie of all. South Africa has millions of unemployed youth hungry for work. Give them proper training, fair wages, and watch them outperform anyone. Instead, greedy bosses import labor from across the Limpopo, keeping costs low and profits high. Zimbabweans like us cross over looking for better lives, but the system is rigged against integration. Locals feel replaced in their own land.
My name is Jomo Sibiya, who's the Deputy Minister of Employment and Labour in South Africa. We are here in your company with the Department of Home Affairs, with South African Police Service, which is SAPS, with the Tshwane Metro Police. And the ones who are part of the work that we do of enforcement in the country. We are coming with all these departments to this company because we have an interest to check the level of compliance of this company with our labor laws and our immigration laws in the country. So we came with, in fact, it's an unannounced visit. We came without noticing that you are coming, because we are allowed to do that. We are going to ask for your cooperation so that we work together. We are going to start by checking. Our teams are already out there in the offices and everywhere. We are going to start by checking your conditions of employment. How are you employed? Please give me space. You don't even have to say, I'm fine with that. Your smile is enough. When you smile, I'm happy. So we are going to check how you are employed. In fact, we are going to check a number of our labor laws, starting with Basic Condition of Employment Act. We are going to check quite a number of things. I'm going to be simple so that you understand. We are going to check whether you do get leaves, you do get paid overtimes, you do get paid your Sundays. Are you paid what you are supposed to be paid? Are you getting pay slips? Do you have contracts? Are you working in conditions that are proper? In fact, we are going to check Occupational Health and Safety Act, whether you are working in conditions that are desirable, whether you are not subjected to work in conditions that you are not supposed to be working under, whether you are given PPE, do you have uniform, all of you? All of those things we are going to check. No, I said let us not do that, remember. Let us have discipline. I can see where we are disciplined. And then we are going to go further and check whether you are registered with UIF, because if you are not registered with UIF, which is blue card, ordinarily we call it blue card, if it happens that you lose your job here, it will mean that we won't be able to pay you while you are still looking for another job. It's compulsory that employers contribute to UIF. They take 1% from you and they contribute another percent, which makes it easy for you when you are losing your job or you are no longer working. You are able to get some money that will pay you for some months while you are looking for another job. Going to check whether they are contributing on one of our funds, which is called Compensation Fund. Compensation Fund is very important. Compensation Fund is where employers must contribute as well, where in any situation where you get to be injured at work, maybe you lose your limb, you lose your fingers, or whatever injury that you might have at work, the department is able to contribute in your medical bills. We're able to make sure that maybe if you need rehabilitation, we take care of that. Even if it happens that you die at work, then we're able to assist your family during your burial. But beyond that, even if you've got kids, we're able to take care of your kids. I know some of you don't know this. We're able even to take care of your kids who are at school. We educate them from whatever grade they are at up until the university level. I'm not talking about NSFAS. I'm talking about the compensation fund that the employer must contribute or at your interest, so that we are able to protect you. It's our social security net that we have at the department. Even if it happens you die, and there are people that you are taking care of in your family who are not working, even if they are 18 or they are 25 in terms of age, or 30, if you are taking care of them, we can take care of them until they reach the pension age, while we make sure that they are able to live. We are able to make sure that there is money that they get every month. So compensation fund is very important. It's something that you deserve. It's something that your employer must make sure that They contribute to it.
New voices are rising everywhere, from Cape Town to Durban, from the mines to the farms. They're challenging the old narrative pushed by politicians who benefit from cheap votes and cheap workers. One factory owner was caught on camera admitting he prefers foreigners because they work harder and don't demand rights. Can you believe that? South Africans are lazy now. That's the narrative they're selling while our people suffer. Jacinta Ngobese-Zuma is leading the charge, organizing community meetings, pressuring the department, demanding audits of every workplace. Check the papers, deport the illegals. Prioritize your own citizens first, she's demanding. The factory workers counter-protest, scared their cheap labor lifeline will dry up. It's chaos. It's South Africa in 2026, divided, angry, and ready to explode. But here's the Zimbabwean unfiltered truth: we understand the desperation on both sides. Many of our people go south for survival, not to steal jobs. Yet the pain of South African unemployment is real. The government must enforce the laws strictly, no more fake permits, no more turning a blind eye. Train locals. Create real opportunities. Stop the exploitation that pits poor against poor. This face-off is far from over. New voices are getting louder, and the old guard is scared. What side are you on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should South Africa put its own people first, or keep the borders wide open? Be honest, no filters. If you want more hard-hitting reports like this, exposing corruption, border failures, and the real stories they hide from you, subscribe to Zimbabwea Unfiltered right now. Hit that red button, like this video, share it with every South African and Zimbabwean you know. We grow because of you. Next week, we go even deeper into the border crisis that's changing everything. Stay unfiltered, stay informed, and remember, the truth hurts, but lies destroy nations. This is Zimbabwea Unfiltered. Peace.